So I think it's time for me to open some of all the mails I get from time to time, and especially I've been looking forward to this, of these 3 packages which I got from Christian from UK. Thank you, Christian, in UK. And he wrote to me that he had a few items for an Olivetti that he just wanted to hand it over, and he was inspired by my first video about this Olivetti M24, and he noticed that this computer only has 512 kilo RAM. So he actually offered to send me some RAM chip that he had laying around. So this video we'll try to see if we can expand it. He wasn't sure if they were actually working, so we'll just pop them in the expansion card, and then we have to configure the computer to see that there's actually 640K in it, but we'll see how we go with that. He also sent me this package. Okay, so these are original Olivetti 500 quarts single-sided, single density disc. Still fully sealed. That's not very nice. And this one. Okay, this seems to be a manual. Sorry. Oh. Let's see if we can do that. Ooh. There we go. So this is the MS DOS guide. I have a few. Those that I usually have are these kinds. So he sent me this version. So thank you very much, Christian. Let's try to see if we can get the RAM expansion up running. And oh dear, I need to, so this is, it seems to be the right one because these are D4164Cs. I see everyone on this side, these are from NEC, the brand NEC, which I think to recall this is the same brand in here. And on the other side, okay, 4164P. Yeah, I don't know the brand of this one, doesn't say anything, but yeah, also it seems that we have 2 different kinds. We'll see how far we get with it. I'll crack it open. So let's open it up. Put the RAM aside. I have my tools ready. So there we go. So this is the RAM card, the expansion card. As this is actually a 16-bit bus. The RAM expansion card also runs on a 16-bit bus, as you can see, or 2. Whereas if you had an IBM DXT, every single card would just be 8-bit. Let's push the computer a little bit away. And up here, we can see we have the space where we can put in these tiny bits. So let me just figure out which way. So we have the nut there, which is also there. So back to this way. Just in case I have to pull them out again. Let me see if I can find my... No, I can't. There it is. If I needed to get it out again. So So these are the NEC. Let's see. Perfect. So these say D4164C, and then there's a -15, and on this one there's a -2. I'm not sure what that actually means. That's and room for 9 because the last one is the parity. All of these seems to be actually the same. So let's get them in. If you don't feel that they fit, you can always place them and bend them a little bit, very just a little bit. There we go. I think we had a problem here. Let's try to get it out again. Oh, all fine. It doesn't feel right. Okay. You just need a little bit more force. This one too. I like the fact that Olivetti, with their own equipment, they usually pre-socket stuff, so I didn't need to do any of that. Solder the sockets in, so it's very nice and easy access. And here's the last one. And let me have an inspection. There's one. The leg is bended. I wasn't careful enough, which is not good. Yeah, this is all bended. I will look to it. I have a spare one here. Let me take that one. Let's see. Yeah. So all good. Yeah. Let's see if we can get back into the computer. There we go. And obviously, if I now turn on the computer, it should still say the same amount, because we have to set some jumpers on the main board, which is underneath here, the computer. But just for fun of it, let's just try to turn around and see what it says. Haven't tested any of the RAM, so maybe this is just not working at all. So it's not beeping. The keyboard is lighting up, blinking as it should. It's counting up the RAM, 512. Oh, there you go. So it already discovered the 640. That was nice. I was sure I had to look at the dip switches. I will turn it around anyway, and I'll show you where the dip switches are located so you can see how to set it. Maybe they're already preset. So, well, that's nice. We have a success. This PC is now extended to the maximum of 640 kilobytes. So nice. Meanwhile, it's booting. Let me try to see if I can fix. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is DOS 3.2, so there's no mem function on it. That's in DOS 6. This is very tiny, and you need to be very careful when you bend out so they don't break off. So this is like super slow and very careful. This tool is actually too big to work with these tiny legs. And there we are. All good again. Cool. Let me turn on the computer. Put the casing on. There we go. And let's turn it around. I'll probably have to unplug cables. There we go. Let me just get the power off. So, give me a second. So, these are the dip switches that we're talking about, and it's actually this dip switch, which is the dip switch 0, and the memory settings are set by the first 4 ones, and the memory settings tells you whether, how much memory you have on the main board, and combined with how much memory you will have on an expansion card. And as this is on, off, on, this actually tells, according to the documentation, it will then tell you that this is a, so on, off, on is 512 main board and expansion card. But as you saw when I turned it on, it actually told me 640, which is due to a, let's call it a feature, that this has to be telling how much there's here, and then it just adds the expansion cards, as this is a device driven by itself. So we actually have to change this so it says a total of 640, which means it has to be off, on, off, on. So the first dip switch, let's see if I can see it. So it's the first one. I'll switch it up. So now it's off, on, off, on. There we go. Which means 640 kilobytes. Let's put the lid on. There we go. Let me just turn it around. There we go. And if I hook the keyboard, monitor, this is what I have. Let me show you here. Is the color monitor. The color monitor comes with the usual D25 pin, but it also has to have additional power, which it gets from the actual unit. If you had a monochrome display, either in the green or amber, you don't need to have the power, because it will then actually get its power directly from pins from the graphics card, the CRT card. But as this is the color monitor, it needs extra power. There we go. Let's turn it on. Adjusting the camera. Crossing our fingers. And it's counting. And we have no errors. So we are all good. Double thumbs up. Thank you, Christian, for the RAM expansion, and of course for the discs and the manual. So to finish up the RAM expansion, I thought I would just quickly go into check it. C-O-A-T-K-I-T. And just to confirm that it's actually working. Let's see. There we go. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. So, just enter. And if we go on system info configuration, we here have everything. So this is the DOS 3.2, it's an Olivetti, it's an AT86 XT machine. We have currently no co-processor, which will be another video where I'll try to install that. Here we have the fully amount, so everything is good. So nice. So this completes the RAM expansion sent by Christian. Thank you again. So it came up to 640, fully expanded, very nice. And thank you again for the MS-DOS book and the discs. And I hope you all enjoyed this. You know the things are thumbs up if you liked it and want to see more, or that one. And please do remember to subscribe on my channel. Thank you for this time and see you soon. Bye.